Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bar Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bar Hashem, Rahakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone at Rule 1, and Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. I'm the brother Caleb from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. As always, I like to begin by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and the real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans predominantly, but you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered among all the nations to our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like, because Numbers 1 and verse 18 tells you that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I've got an article here that I was reading, and it made me reflect upon just how precise Yahweh's judgment can be when it goes out. Because you've got a situation here, which I'll read about, where a lot of people could have been taken out and died, but the Most High had it to where only one person died, but that was the judgment of the Lord. So the Most High can have a really elaborate, dramatic situation take place just to take out one person. I remember a story in the news maybe a year or so ago. It's hard to tell because time flies, but where there was an aeroplane and it encountered turbulence and it dropped altitude rapidly, very suddenly, and only one person died in that whole setup, if I remember correctly. And that was the judgment of the Lord. Like, the Most High could have a very elaborate and dramatic situation take place just to kill one person. So let's read this. It's from the Daily Record. It says, nursery worker dies after saving children as tanker crashed into playground. Eleanor Bryant, 43, acted swiftly when the tanker crashed through the playground in Victoria, Australia on Monday afternoon, but tragically succumbed to her injuries. So there's the woman there. It says, a heroic nursery worker tragically lost her life after bravely pushing children to safety when a large water tanker crashed into a playground in Australia. Eleanor Bryant, 43, acted quickly to shield the children at Macedon Rangers Montessori Preschool in Victoria on Monday afternoon, local reports said. Miss Bryant, a speech pathologist and a mother of two, died after the driver of the tanker experienced a medical emergency, leading to the devastating accident. This shit, man. A 3-year-old boy was hospitalized with serious injuries to his arm, but miraculously, no other children were harmed. The police described the absence of further casualties as unbelievable, noting that the situation could have been a lot worse. Detective Senior Sergeant Christian von Tuck called it a tragic incident, as several children and staff were nearby in the playground area. This is one of those close calls, he said, where it's hard to believe only one life was lost today. See, that's the power of the Most High and his judgment. He controls all things. He confirmed that the incident appeared to be an accident with no deliberate intent involved. While the nursery building itself was undamaged, the tanker destroyed the playground equipment, flattening structures within the area. I dare say there'll be some kids getting squeezed very tightly tonight, Sergeant Von Tuck added. The truck involved belonged to Mackenzie Water. The owner of the business, Alan Mackenzie, said the 68-year-old driver of the vehicle suffered a medical episode. Reports The Mirror. In a statement, he said, "We are in shock and offer our heartfelt condolences to everyone involved." As a small family-owned business, we are devastated following the tragic crash. This is incredibly distressing time. This is an incredibly distressing time, and our deepest sympathies go to those it's lucky all these pop-ups are distracting. Our deepest sympathy goes to those involved and their family and friends. Sadly, one person has lost their life and a child has been injured. Our experienced 68-year-old driver is understood to have suffered a medical episode and remains in hospital. We are doing what we can to support him and his family. We thank staff and emergency workers who responded. We are assisting authorities with their investigations. Mackenzie Water has been operating in Melbourne and Victoria for 40 years, and our priority has always been safety and compliance. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Macedon MP Marianne Thomas said it was a terrible incident, adding, "Our thoughts are with the family of the victims and the broader Rideau Creek community. We thank our first responders who are on the scene investigating and helping those injured." That's the end of the article. So the point of the matter is that the Most High controls the issues of life and death. And he had this elaborate situation where the driver of a water tanker experienced a medical emergency to where he lost control of the vehicle, crashed into a children's playground, but only one person was killed. That was a pinpoint precision hit, if you want to call it that, by Yahweh himself, because to him belong the issues of death. Let me get that. Yeah, Psalm 68 verse 20. He that is our power is the power of salvation, and to our power the Lord belong the issues from death. Isaiah 45 and 7. Isaiah 45, starting from verse 5, says, "I am Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that thou may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things." Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39 says, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So the Most High was in control of this whole situation. Got to get another precept here, bear with me. 1 Kings 22 and 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him, on his right hand and on his left. So Yahweh is sitting on his throne, and there are multiple angels surrounding him on his right hand and on his left. And Yahweh said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said, on this manner, and another said, on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, I will persuade him. And Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. So Yahweh has counsels in the heavens about how people will be taken out of the game, how people will be put to death. And, various angels will say, angels and spirits will say this way or that way. And the Most High will be like, you know what, you've said, well, go forth and do so. So in this case of this nursery worker, or the school teacher being taken out by the water tanker, that was all set up by the spirits and sanctioned by the Heavenly Father himself. None can deliver out of the Most High's hand. So it's an elaborate situation, but nobody else was sanctioned to die that day. So the incident could have been a lot worse. There could have been a lot more casualties and fatalities, but Yahweh had it to where he only wanted one person to die in that situation. So therefore, miraculously, no other children were hurt. But that's the power of the Heavenly Father. So unfortunately, that woman lost her life. But that was her lot. That was her judgment. Where's Job? It's Job 4 and 8. That's not it. Job 4 and 7. I was 1 verse off. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? So that woman died according to her judgment. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. So she wasn't innocent. She had to pay for her sins that she's done in this lifetime and lifetimes past through dying in that manner. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where are the righteous cut off? Job 14. Bear me, I'm putting in a precept here. Job 33, verse 14 to 17. For the Most High speaketh once, say twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. So the night before that water tanker crashed into the playground, The Most High opened up the ears of that woman, the teacher, and instructed her as to what she would do that would lead her to her death. Because no one has free will on this earth. We all do what we're commanded to do by the Heavenly Father. We're like little robots that follow out his instructions. And the account in Job here gives you the way the instructions are put into people's minds. So even the driver of the water tanker the night before, the Most High programmed him to have a medical emergency at that pinpoint precise moment when he was driving the tanker. And that's exactly what happened. That caused the tanker to lose control and to crash into the children's playground. But the Heavenly Father sanctioned it to where only one person would die in this situation. So the Heavenly Father's in control of all these things. And this story is just a good example of that. So Lord willing, that has been an edifying lesson. So with that, giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that will well. Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And yeah, the Heavenly Father Yahweh is in control of all things, man. Every action we do, every step that we take is governed by the Heavenly Father. There's no such thing as free will. So with that, Shalom.